Okay, so let's just get right into it. You've probably heard this idea before, right? That when it comes to having sex just for fun, humans are totally unique. Like we're the only ones in some kind of special, exclusive club. But is that actually true? Yeah, that's the big question we're going to tackle today. I mean, are we really the only creatures on Earth who have sex for reasons that go way beyond just, procreation?
Well, the short answer is nope, not even close. We're definitely not alone in this. But, and this is the good part, the story of how we're different, well, that's where things get really fascinating.
Okay, so if it's not just us, then who else is in this sex for fun club? Let's peel back the curtain and look at some incredible secrets from the rest of the animal kingdom. First up, we're going to dive right into the ocean. We're going to meet an animal that is just a perfect example of this, the bottlenose dolphin. And yeah, they've absolutely earned the nickname the ocean hedonists for a reason. And just look at this list. It's not just one thing. It's the sheer variety of behaviors that's so wild. I mean, dolphins don't just mate to have babies. They do it all year long. They've been observed in same-sex encounters. They use objects. I mean, come on. Researchers believe it's all about social bonding, maybe even smoothing over arguments. And it kind of makes sense, right? They have these huge, complex brains and really intricate social circles. All right, from the ocean, let's swing over to the jungle and meet one of our closest living relatives. This is the bonobo, and you're gonna love their nickname, the peaceful party primates. For bonobos, sex is, well, it's kind of like a handshake, a hug, and a peace treaty all rolled into one. It's basically their social glue. It's not some rare event, they use it for almost everything. Saying hi, apologizing after a fight, breaking up tension. They even do it to make sharing food go more smoothly. It's this fundamental tool they use to keep the peace and stay connected. It's pretty amazing. Okay, so dolphins do it, bonobos do it. The idea that humans are unique is officially busted. But that just leads to a bigger, maybe even more interesting question, right? If other animals are in on it, why do we seem so, well, obsessed? Why have we taken it to a whole other level? And that is where we get to the real heart of our story. Turns out, there are a few key things in our evolution that took this biological trait and just cranked the volume all the way up to 11. Think of it like a 4-part recipe for human sexuality. First, you've got our massive brains. That prefrontal cortex lets us imagine things, to separate sex from just making more humans. That brain power also helped us figure out that long-term pair bonding was a pretty good idea, for raising our super demanding kids. Then you throw in a weird biological twist called hidden ovulation. We'll get to that in a sec. And the final ingredient, the one that changes everything, culture. Our unique ability to wrap all of this in stories, art, rules, and meaning. Okay, let's zoom in on that hidden ovulation thing, because it's a real game changer. See, with most animals, it's super obvious when the female is fertile. They go into heat. But with humans, not so much. There are no giant obvious signs. So what does that do? It encourages couples to have sex way more often, which in turn strengthens their bond. And that bond is absolutely crucial for sticking together through the long, long marathon project of raising a human child. So you see the biological building blocks, right? Let's pull all those threads together now and really get at our unique obsession. The takeaway here isn't just that we have sex for fun, it's about why we've built entire civilizations around it. And this really just lays it all out, doesn't it? On one side, you've got other animals. For them, it's for pleasure, for bonding, pretty straightforward. But then you look at the human column. Wow, we took that simple foundation and just built a skyscraper on top of it. It's a stress reliever, an industry, a philosophy. We made it into poetry and art, but we also made it a taboo, a source of power, a central piece of who we are. It's just on another level. There's a quote that just wraps this whole thing up perfectly. Humans aren't the only animals that have sex for fun, right? We've established that. We're just the only ones who made it a hobby, an industry, a scandal, and a Valentine's Day tradition. And really, when you think about it, that might just be the most human thing there is.